Continuing off of the first part of the Recital 2019 meeting, we'll move into the roles or how we will structure this year's private lessons. So there are 9 songs in the Greatest Showman soundtrack. And for that, we have a company routine, which will be the company will be dancing to the greatest show. Company just means level A, level B, and our mommy and me, meaning all of the dancers will be in one performance. Then we have the mommy and me and level A performing to A Million Dreams. And then level B will be doing the song From Now On. So that leaves 6 songs for solos. Some of those songs are Come Alive, The Other Side, Never Enough, This Is Me, Rewrite the Stars, and Tightrope. But that doesn't mean that we're only going to have 6 performers. Let me explain. So if you go to this link down here, I'll link it in the video below. And in that video, you'll see that there are the characters P.T. Barnum, the Little General, and the Bearded Lady. So that means for the song Come Alive, we could have 3 separate solos. A P.T. Barnum solo that's 45 seconds for a male or female that's in level B. We could have the Little General do another 45 seconds of that song, and they could be a male or female from level A or level B. And then we could have a third solo for that song, another 45 seconds, that's devoted to the Bearded Lady, which I would prefer be a female in level A or level B. That can be a little confusing. Let me know if you have questions regarding that. The same kind of applies for solos and trios. We could have all 3 of these characters up on stage at the same time, and we would just have P.T. Barnum and the Little General perform together, and therefore it would be a duet. And then after that, we'd have the Bearded Lady come in for 45 seconds on her own, so it's a solo. I think a better way of describing this is by saying we're going to have a cast. But there might be 4 different dancers playing P.T. Barnum in different songs. So there could be a P.T. Barnum in Come Alive, Tightrope, Never Enough. So we will have multiple different aspects of this, and it is something we're going to kind of work with and play with. I'm really thankful to have Miss Julia to help with the choreography of this, since it is a little bit more complicated than we've done in the past. But I'm really excited to see how this plays out. And I appreciate your input and feedback as the semester goes on and as we try out this new way of providing solos and producing solos. So moving forward, the recital food will be pistachios, just like last year. They mainly serve pasta, but they have salads, bread, and desserts. We last year did a buffet style, and we had like 15 different pastas of all different kinds. They do have gluten-free and those options as well. So this is something we will be providing for the dinner show. But if you are not interested in purchasing a dinner ticket, that's okay. You are still welcome to come see the recital. So we'll have it set up so where there's a section of chairs just for families who want to come and sit and watch, and then tables set up for families who would like to sit down and eat dinner as well. All prices are the same. Dinner for adults, teenagers, and children are all going to be $10. So, moving on to the table decor. This is what I am looking at. I simply went on Pinterest and searched The Greatest Showman lantern, and this is the first image I found. But I would like something to look similar to this. However we get there, I'm totally open to suggestion. I do need parents who will volunteer to donate material, pre-make the lanterns. So by pre-make, I mean like either drilling or punching holes in the metal of some sort, however we decide to put that together. Families who are willing to assemble them, and then finally the decorating that'll happen on 6/11 and 6/13. Please let me know if you have any additional ideas or resources. I am very grateful for any of those that come my way. So a decorating bonus. So as a few of you know, last year we had 2 or 3 families who volunteered to help decorate the day before, and it kind of left us limited on the people that we had to help set up. So for those families who did volunteer their time, I offered them reserved seating, and we're going to do that this year as well. So I'll be keeping a log of all the families who donate money and hours to decorating and preparing for the recital. And from there, let's say the Ross family, they donated 5 hours worth of their time compared to the Smith family who donated 12 hours of time. The Smith family would have the first pick and seating, and then prior to that the Ross family would, and then so on and so forth, and those seats would be reserved the morning of. So on 6/13, between the times of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. when we're doing setup, those families could come in, reserve their seats. So that's not something we're worrying about once everyone's walking through the door. So some info to come and to be on the lookout for is I will send out a rehearsal and dress rehearsal expectation and schedule. I'll have a recital expectation and schedule. My goal is to put out a hair and makeup tutorial produced by me, so we have an exact idea of what is expected. Then we're going to have more information about photography for the recital day. I'll be asking again for volunteers for serving food, a ticket master, and a dessert coordinator. And we'll revisiting the decorating volunteers as well. And so the last thing, if you're watching this video, please just note that we did do costume sizing this previous Saturday. So if your dancer was not in class on Saturday or at the meeting on Saturday, I do not have their sizes and need to get those within the next week, preferably week. We might be able to stretch it 2 weeks, but the sooner we get all those sizes in, the sooner we get those costumes ordered and make sure we get them here and ready for everyone for the recital at the end of June. Thank you again for your time, and please let me know if you have any questions.